Howdy gamers, you might be wondering why I'm a walrus, or why I'm in this inn with such fine folk as Shemal, the horse-cocked stallion. Well, it's a classic Winter Vale story, the story of how I retconned Shadowlands. It all started 1 week ago. I flew right up to Ironforge excited to see Greatfather Winter. His dead eyes, the smell of whiskey and cheese, the uncomfortable way he looks at me. Ah, good memories. This year, I had a really big thing to ask of him, and I saved all of my good boy points for it. I asked him to retcon all of Shadowlands into a fever dream.
That's a pretty big ask, little Achieve Gamer. I don't know if I can do that without you proving yourself as a truly devoted Feast of Winter Vale supporter.
And I was off, quickly heading out to grab what I needed. I was already wearing my Christmas garb, so I picked up a fruitcake and I ate it in front of him. And then I cooked up some gingerbread cookies, eggnog, and apple cider, and I delivered them to him.
Doop-de-doo. Finally on my way home after a long day of work. I sure hope that druid doesn't come. Oh god, what the hell?
Hi, I'm back, and I have this fruitcake, and also please undo Shadowlands.
I see. Well, I cannot retcon all of Shadowlands with just that. I will need you to do a little more for me.
Yeah, no worries, I'll be back in a split.
That'll get her out of my hair.
I head up to Alterac to bludgeon this innocent Yeti to death, allowing me to grab some of the stolen supplies and free the trapped Metzen the Reindeer. On my way back, I grab some snow and I pelt Muradin in the face.
Get back here, you knife eater. I'll hammer you a question.
Okay, finally, time for a little bit of dinner. Wait, what's that noise? Oh no!
Okay, I saved the deer's supplies and I beamed Muradin in the face.
What? You're back so soon? Isn't it several days travel up to Alterac?
No, it took me about 2 minutes. Now please undo Shadowlands.
Oh, okay, to prove your dedication, I have another test for you. You see that machine over there? Stand in it to turn into a gnome, then go kill 50 horde.
Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, done.
What? Did you just rampage an orc retirement home?
Yeah, I don't know, something like that. Shadowlands gone now.
Okay, hold on. Here, take this laundry list of strange tasks that'll surely take any normal person until well after Winter Vale to complete.
Sure thing, boss.
I shouldn't be seeing her again this year. Shadowlands will remain in place, my lord.
Okay, so dance like a snowman, bomb some demons, kiss some priests, throw snow at people, like and subscribe. Let's get going. First thing on Father Winter's list was a little bit weird. Just dress up like a snowman and dance with another snowman in Dalaran. That creepy dwarf man really likes to see me dancing. Easy and completed. Then he wants me to dress up my mount like a reindeer and bomb demons. Okay, bombs away. Achievement completed. Okay, now these next two are a bit more involved. The first one is kinda also weird to ask me to do, but I have to use mistletoe on various brothers in Azeroth. I ride up to Theramore, and for old time's sake, I do the old stand on the tip of the boat thing. I head on over to the keep and I mistletoe Brother Carmen. Then I teleport back to Stormwind and I go on a kissing rampage in the Cathedral District, smooching down Brother Kristoff and Brother Joshua and all the other brothers before heading down to Goldshire. Goldshire. Now, I'm on Moonguard now. I transferred servers. And if you don't know, Goldshire on Moonguard is interesting. Moonguard is an RP server. Almost all of the RP outside of this cursed place is normal, fine stuff. But in here, well, let's just say Elune has a blind spot on Goldshire. Observe. I made the mistake of walking into the inn with my winter clothes on, and immediately someone whispers me and tries to hit on me. The light does not shine here. Fortunately for me, Brother Wilhelm is standing outside the blacksmith, so I go mistletoe him, and I race away. The last brother is down in Stranglethorn Vale, and I kiss him as well for the achievement. And this is where Greatfather Winter's instructions get even more weird. He wants me to use these piles of snow on various race class combos. But he says I can't use my other account, and the Alliance have to be found in Goldshire. So I head to Goldshire. First, I find a human warrior. Easy, there's like a zillion of them here. Pop one right off the bat. Then a night elf druid, also easy. I smack one on the way by. Then remained dwarf paladin, Draenei priest, and gnome mage for the alliance. There remained none of these outside the inn, and the light does not shine on the inside of that inn. But I delved in anyway in hopes of spotting my target. I found what I thought was a Draenei priest, but it was a Lightforged Draenei, I guess, so it didn't count. I headed upstairs to see if I could find anyone else, and I found these two druids snuggling, which is okay, whatever. Then I found these two doing I don't know what, and I knew my time was up, and I dashed right out of there because I will need a better disguise. I run off to Stormwind to grab some disguise stuff, where I snipe a gnome mage on the way there. Hopefully Greatfather Winter isn't too mad about that. Then I set up the add-on Total RP 3, and I set a name, Walrus McWalruston. I set my race, Walrus. My location, Walrus Town, and a few other details. So now if I talk in chat, anyone else with the add-on will see Walrus McWalruston talking. If they mouse over me, they'll see my name is Walrus McWalruston the Walrus. And with this cupcake, it's complete.
I am the Walrus.
I approach the inn in a reasonable fashion, greeting everyone.
How do you do, my fellow walrus?
And then I head towards the inn. But I'm being followed. I don't realize it, but I'm about to be ambushed. You can see her following me right here. But I'm none the wiser. I enter the inn and begin my search, mousing over various Draenei, distracted from what's about to unfold. Then, bam, a kick to the back of the head. The racism against Walrus knows no bounds. I turn and look at my assailant, Slimy Squirt. She doesn't even have Total RP 3 installed. Not a dedicated RPer. Slimy Squirt waves at me, but I am on a mission. I can't deal with an RPer who is not dedicated to the cause. Not like She-Maul here, the horse-cocked stallion, a true RPer. Then I find my target in the corner, a real Draenei priest. She appears to be in some kind of ritual of the light with the human in front of her, but I take aim and sling my snowflakes to knock out Draenei Priest. And now all I need from the Alliance is Dwarf Paladin. So I take to exploring the inn one last time. I see my cuddling druid friends again, very nice. Then I see something that I should probably report to the Goldshire authorities.
FBI, open up!
But alas, no Dwarf Paladins. Oh well. I head back to Valdrakken and I start to hunt for some horde. Back in Valdrakken, I head into the auction house and I find an undead rogue immediately. Next, as I'm sort of wandering around, I find an orc death knight, bingo, but he's mounting up. I hop on my mount and I begin the pursuit. I chase him for a bit, but he gets phased out from me.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
So I head back and I run around a little bit more looking for some horde. I finally find a Blood Elf Warlock, but then I decide to get a bit closer to the horde and I head to Orgrimmar. It was a mighty dangerous mission fraught with peril. I spent most of my time stealthed outside the auction house. I also learned the hard way about these two guards with stealth protection and a massive aggro range. So I'm searching through the crowds and I spot him. A Tarn Shaman. I throw my snowflakes at him, and I get the credit. But my Shadow Meld is on cooldown. Shoot, I gotta fight my way out of here. I sprint down the streets of Orgrimmar looking for a way out, and I find an elevator. But when I get in, I see it is all the way at the top, and I need to kill some time. I pop my defensives, and I begin beating up some guards for some self-healing. I was on the brink of death a few times. But in the end, I survived, got up the elevator, and got a re-stealth. Back into the fray. We only had Troll Hunter and Orc Death Knight to go. Many more close calls were had, but after a while, I got bored of hiding and staring at people, so I decided to try and do a little sleigh ride around Orgrimmar. But apparently the guards can still attack, so I just died instead. I decided to Spirit Res instead of running all the way back, and I checked some of the troll starting areas for some Troll Hunters, but I see no signs of them. So I just head back to Valdrakken, and I am immediately rewarded for my persistence. Troll Hunter spotted. Bam! Just an Orc Death Knight left. But there's just none to be found. I just start doing laps between Valdrakken and Orgrimmar every 15 minutes. Back to back, just nothing. In Orgrimmar, I do make friends a few times though, which is kind of nice. These guys here watch me kill some guards and then let me re-stealth.
Not very intelligent, are you?
and this druid and I share some friendly emote banter as birds. Then finally, I was just about to give up for the day, and I see one. Oh my gosh, I was so excited when I saw him. I started freaking out. I was panicking. I was almost missing the button. I bopped the item on him, and bam, Orc Death Knight done. All because Greatfather Winter said I can't use my other account. Last was Dwarf Paladin, so back to the inn I go. It's peak server time now. The inn is poppin', and I begin my search once more. And oh my gosh, it is even more cursed in here than it was before. Finally, my persistence pays off once more. Sitting in a chair, I see him and take my shot. Achievement earned. Hey, Greatfather Winter, I did all that stuff you asked.
Excuse me? What? That was like 5 hours. No way. Son of a... Okay. Take this gun and shoot Sylvanas Windrunner, Lorthamar Theron, and Bargain Bin Thrall in the head.
Okay, sounds easy. See you in an hour.
This druid won't be bothering us much longer, Mr. Zoval Jailer.
And so I went off to gun down some horde leaders and serenade their corpses. Up first was Undercity. I take a small detour on my way in to sing to the sewage, and then I fly right into Sylvanas' room and bop her right in the noggin, making my grand escape. Up next was Lorthamar and Silvermoon, and on my way up, I take a few little detours. You see, I'm a huge Giga Turbo nerd, and I've been reading the Sylvanas book, and I just wanted to see some of the areas mentioned in-game.
Whoa, whoops, oh! I dropped my monster condom that I used for my Magnum Dom.
Eventually, I do make my way up to Silvermoon, pop Lorthamar in the head, and sing to the short little baby blood elves. Up next, I swing by Thunderbluff, where I am only told to sing from the rooftops. And finally, I head into Orgrimmar, sing my last little song, and I gun down Discount Thrall.
That's pretty good.
1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. Isn't that clever?
Okay, Greatfather Winter, I did it. I took care of everything.
Seriously? The Banshee just let you shoot her in the head?
Yeah, that's more or less the gist of it.
Okay, well, wait until Winter Vale Day and open your presents, and I'm sure what you seek will be there.
Woo!
My master, she's unstoppable. She truly means to retcon your master-crafted story. What do we do?
Well, I have a plan that's very smart and cunning, and it has been in the works for 15,000 years for this very moment. Just you wait.
Finally, Winter Vale present opening day is here, but under the tree remains one beautiful present. I open it for the Merrymaker achievement completion, and inside it says, redeem this coupon to Retcon 1 expansion. But then, right as I try to redeem it, I get mugged. All I see are exposed nipples and a giant chest hole. Then, blackness. And that is the story of how I almost retconned Shadowlands. Unfortunately, that guy used that coupon to write out the really cool Old Gods expansion that happened after Legion and made BFA in its place. Sorry about that, guys. I really tried. That Old God expansion was so cool, though. The Sword and Sylphus woke up the sleeping Cthulhu, and there were no borrowed powers at all, and Sylvanas turns into a great and respected leader. But oh well, BFA is great, right? Right? If you liked this mighty tale, please Goldshire Inn on that like button and Jailer on that subscribe button. I love y'all, and I'll see you on the next Achievement Man.